All right, today we're going to do a quick little tech video to help you guys out with keeping the inner bead on your off-road tire. So stay tuned. We'll learn a couple of things. So if you do some rock crawling and you've got big off-road tires, whether they're sticky tires, non-sticky tires, they're 33s, they're 40s, they're whatever, it's easy to buy a set of beadlocks. These are weld-on ones. You can get beadlock rims, but the problem still is with the inner bead. It's hard to come by a set of double beadlocks these days, unless you want to run weird 16.5-inch tires, so you can get some Hummer beadlocks that are extremely heavy. There's a few different companies that do them. They're quite expensive. And all that is gonna clamp the inner bead, just like the beadlock clamps the outer bead. Now, what's the whole point of this? Well, the whole point is to being able to run really low air pressure when you're rock crawling to get a bigger traction footprint. So this thing, typically, I run 8 PSI in the front, 4 in the rear, because I like a little bit harder when you're going down corners. Downhill, tires don't roll over as much, but when you're running such low pressure, it's pretty easy to blow an inner bead. So let me take this tire off, and we'll learn you a couple things as we make this tire a little bit better for blowing off. Thankfully, this is actually not all that hard of a project because I'm awfully lazy. So first steps, and what we're gonna do here is we gotta pull the valve core out, let all the air out of this tire, bust that inner bead off. So hopefully you have a valve core tool, or else you're gonna sit there with a screwdriver for the next half an hour. Thankfully, I have a valve core tool. Also, on my rims, white arrow means valve. Make my life a little easier. So let's let all the air out of this thing. Grab the high lift out of the back. Next step, let's get this inner bead broken off. Now if you're cool and you got a tire machine, I'm jealous. I have a high lift. I need to go get a block of wood because I don't want to put a hole in that bead. If you're real, man, you got a pile of all sorts of crappy wood in the yard. Because you never know when you're going to need it. All right. And the whole reason for the rig is just for something heavy to jack off of. Giggity. Make sure if you're doing this, you get the foot so it's going to miss the rim. Because we just got to jack down far enough that bead pops off. There it is. Perfect. Oh, you're gonna hurt me. Don't worry about it, kids. Sorry if you've had a bad experience with a high lift jack. You don't put your face in there, shouldn't have to worry about it. Okay. Now when you're running ultra low air pressure, that happens to you on the trail all the time. Now let's get into the solution to this problem. First, just to help things out, get a little wipe, get a little inner bead wipe. Obviously this is easier if the rim's completely off the bead, but we're not doing things right around here. We're doing things right now. Nice rag? Stone Temple Pilots, 2009. Right on. All right, now the point of this whole exercise. Gorilla tape. Now I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but you don't want to use duct tape because it'll fall apart. Gorilla tape's a lot better. We're going to put a couple of wraps around this inner bead. And I found over the years, 1 wrap, it's better than nothing. 2 wraps, it's great. 3 wraps, you're gonna have a real hard time getting that tire off that bead. So use this sparingly. Let's do 2 wraps around the center bead. Well, this is what it's all about. I pop the inner bead off, and then I could just do the old knee push and struggle, get it in there, but I figured since I was filming this for you guys, I do it a little bit nicer. Got a couple ratchet straps on the bottom, a couple clamps on the top to expose the rim. if you buy 2-inch wide Gorilla Tape, it's a lot easier than the 3-inch wide because you don't have to push that inner bead that far in. But now essentially, it's just all about a couple wraps of Gorilla Tape all the way around the inside of this rim. And this here is what it's all about. You can see this small bump. That's the safety bead. And on a normal tire, that's good enough to hold your inner bead in with the pressure pushing against it. But when you're running ultra low pressure on off-road tires, it's gonna slip off of there. Aluminum tires are even more slippery than steel ones. So if you've got aluminum rims, you definitely want to do this. Now we try our best to get it nice and smooth. Look, I'm already skirting it up. Oh, and if you do this, I take no responsibility for anything. If you have a problem, screw up your tire, do something like that, crash into a bus full of nuns, that's on you. One strip, got a couple folds, it's not too bad. It's obviously much easier if you have a tire machine, but since I don't, we just make do, doing it this way. It's not perfect, but nothing really around here is. So we got 2 wraps of tape on there. Do a 3rd wrap at your own risk. Now let's unclamp this thing. I'll show you how to get some air back in a flat tire, and we'll bolt it back up. Get the hell back out on the trail. Next tip for you for mounting big tires. It's hard to get the bead nicely lined up on there. So we end up putting a big ratchet strap around, giving it some cranks. And that squishes the inner bead around the rim and helps you seat that inner. There it is. So to seat the bead there, we had to go to 25 PSI. So extra pressure, pull the valve core back out, lower it back down to 8. We'll get her mounted back up here. We're ready to go rock crawling. We drop it back down to 8 PSI, bolt it up. There we go, just like that. We got it bolted back up, ready to go. So that's a short video showing you how to make sure that your inner bead is harder to slip off the rim when you're running low pressure on your off-road car. See you guys next week for some more rock crawling tech, more rock crawling driving. Who knows? Big thanks to these guys. Cheers, boys.